that stuff.
Shut my phone down.
All right, you beautiful, magical, sexy creatures out there in the universe. You know, all right. So I'm going to do the introduction here that I'm contractually obligated to do with the great Mark Puttenvink, but I've evolved mentally. I view so that when I look at something, do you ever feel like there's something you just when you see something, a picture, a person, whatever, there's a name, there's a word that comes to that just comes to you. Yeah. So when I look at you right now, I say cuddly. I just see cuddly.
Yeah.
Right.
I just effuse a warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah. The whole thing. That's your personality.
Yeah.
The way you look, the whole bit, you're cuddly.
The way I speak, never aggressive, never
never confrontational, never opinionated.
No.
Yeah. Easy going.
Yeah.
We should replay our confrontation, our little debate we had. Oh, God. All right. This is the great Mark Puttenvink, Patriot Training Systems. Can train anybody in any universe. They can change the universes with some protons.
I'm going to France next week to the CERN Super Collider.
We're going. Okay, so that's the topic. We're getting into the Super Collider today. We're talking about that. But Mark can do anything. So listen, they can super collide all they want, go into a different universe. Mark still trains the same way. It doesn't change.
Yeah. Right. I don't care where it is. Yeah.
Right. Totally. Right. Currently out in, God, I keep remembering the name of the town you're in.
Sandy, Utah.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Ah, Sandy.
Yeah.
That's the woman who hung out.
Super collided when I fell.
Right.
A couple of weeks ago. That was a super collision.
It was named after that woman who used to hang out at the beach, right?
Sandy. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess there's this. Have you ever seen there's a song, and it goes, and people dance to it, and they go, music.
Yeah,
Oh, it's funny. It's it's one of those things that pops up my reels now because I've watched it. So there's some song that goes music.
What's it on TikTok or something? Or
yeah, it's all over on reels, on Facebook and Instagram. So people now all over, they get, especially when they get groups of people, they it's like this surprise thing. Go music, and then they start doing this dance. Oh my God, I don't know what it is.
It's like this new phenomenon, this 6-7 the kids are saying.
Yeah. And they do this hand thing too, right? With the 6-7. So 6-7 supposedly means nothing. Is that correct?
That's what they say.
Right.
I wonder if this is generated by that what Richard Comey put on the beach there, 86-47. It just gets weirder and weirder. Okay,
so let's get into it. You said this to me last night. We were on the phone. So there's the in France. Explain this to me. Go ahead with it.
Well, so there's a super collider. I think it's I want to say 53 miles in circumference. It took literally a long time, decades probably.
Right.
And what they do is they start at one end, they send an electron in one direction and another one. And basically what it is, it's magnets. And as the electron passes through the magnets, it gathers speed. So that when they finally collide, it's a super collision. And what they're trying to determine is when that collision occurs, can we get to the final last particle? So you got an electron and there's quarks and there's the Higgs boson, which is what they call a God particle. They theorize that's the final last reduction in an atom, the last particle.
Did you say last? So the smallest?
Smallest, yes. So that would be it. There's nothing smaller than the Higgs boson.
Okay.
And by the way, that's named after Mr. Higgs and Mr. Boson, the guys who came up with this theory.
Right.
And now there's some talk, and there was some fear when they originally fired this thing up, that it was going to create a black hole and that it would suck us into an alternate universe.
Right.
And now you're beginning to, when you look around at what's going on, you begin to wonder.
And the theory is we wouldn't know if we're in an alternate universe. We can
but here's my theory.
Right.
The Jets are still horrible. So in an alternate universe.
No. Okay. So, let's debate this a little bit. So my understanding with the quantum world is, so there's millions of universes that Mark Puttenvink lives in, different versions of Mark Puttenvink.
Yeah.
Now, in each different version, it could be as simple as a one more hair on your head.
Oh, I could use it.
No. You're perfect the way you are. Everything else could be the same in multiple universes, except something like a different hair. Yeah. So the Jets could still be terrible.
Yeah. You know what? I think even in an infinite amount of universes, they're going to be awful.
Totally, yeah. I'm tell you what though. I know we're somewhat joking around, but I'm fascinated by that whole concept about multiple universes
Oh yeah.
and the possibilities with that. Like in one universe, you and I could both be dead in a universe,
Sure.
and we wouldn't know it because we're in a universe where we're living.
But I mean, even if you just boil it down to your day-to-day activities. So,
Yeah.
like, if you look at, if you left a minute earlier,
Yeah.
right, as opposed to a minute
Yep.
later, what could be different?
Yeah. And then all the offshoots from that. So you're
Yeah.
a minute later, and then okay, because you're a minute later, then something happens, and then something else happens because of that thing
Yeah.
happening.
In other words, let's look at that fall I took. All right. So maybe a minute later, the ice would have started to melt,
Right.
and I would end up taking a digger.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, that is fascinating. That whole world of, you know what the bottom line I think is, and this is no disrespect to the scientists out there.
They don't know.
They just don't know. And it's not their fault that they don't know.
Right.
It's just, it could be that it's just like we have this theory that we're supposed to know everything. There's always an answer to it. Maybe there is no answer to
Well,
it.
once you use the word theory or theoretical, it's not proven. Right? It's a
Right.
theory. Yeah.
Right. Right. But it is, I've learned more, like even with the, to me, in my mind, it used to be, there had to be a start to something and there's got to be an end to something.
Right.
So yeah, why? It doesn't
Yeah.
have to, maybe there is no start,
Yeah.
which is hard for us to wrap our heads around, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the whole difficulty in trying to figure out the universe.
Right.
You say it's been there forever. We can't conceptualize that.
Right.
You know,
But
because
then, like in our minds, it had to start somewhere, right?
yeah, something there's a beginning and an end.
Right.
Well,
And
in
it's
some
fascinating.
cases, at least a beginning, maybe not an end, but for sure a beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
And that goes into the discussion. Hold on, we need to say hello to a few people here. The great Bruce Levine. How are you doing there, brother?
Good morning, Bruce.
Look at that, man. God,
Good
sexy.
Thanksgiving.
Bastard. Yeah. And then one of our all-time favorites here, Keith Morano.
My man.
What an intelligent, thoughtful man.
Observation.
Let's just call it what it is. He's a sexy bastard too. He's just like, he walks down the street and it just oozes like you oozy cuddliness.
Yeah.
He's sexy is what
Sure.
he is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Animal magnetism.
Yeah, definitely. But that whole, I'll tell you what's fast. Like even when I get into talking about the pyramids, like then there's one, I can't remember where it is, and I'm sure there's several, but there's a whole city that's like they theorize that it's dug into the ground. It's not built. There's a giant rock form, and they carved it out.
Did I send that to you?
Maybe you sent it to me.
It's in India, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like a volcanic rock,
Right.
and there's no way that
Right.
wasn't some kind of alien.
So okay, so that's a great point. So
No
now
way.
they're trying to figure out based on what we understand how those things were
Yeah.
built, like the pyramids. How were they built? But maybe the people that built it, they had a whole different life.
Well, maybe they were human, but they were just more advanced. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's like I kind of look at it like there's certain things we can't conceptualize because we're not equipped to do it. We haven't
Right.
evolved to that point. It's like trying to teach a third grader to fly a plane. You know?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. I tell you, I think that's, I saw one scientist on Joe Rogan, younger guy compared to some of the guys that have been around for a long time. And he was pretty cool. He said, listen, the reality is as scientists, we come up with a theory. And then for 20 years, we spend our life based on that theory.
Yeah.
And then if in 20 years, we find out the theory's false,
Right.
we don't want to let go of our theory. Right.
much
It's human
invested.
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how many times, and again, that doesn't mean they're bad people, but how many times does that happen where we're told, okay, this is even like with the ice ages and everything. Like to me, I'm convinced more now. I'd like to hear your thoughts that like temperature change is a fact. It's a scientific fact. The temperature's always changed, right? Ice ages, mini ice ages.
There's a particular type of wine that was like 400 years ago in Ireland.
Right.
That particular grape, to harvest it, you have to have warmer weather. And it was
Right.
400 years ago, so there were no combustible engines. Right. So you know how like the climate theory is because of carbon emission. But 400 years ago, there were no combustible engines.
Right.
But it got warm enough in Ireland that they were able to harvest this grape to make wine, a particular kind of wine.
Right.
You know, the problem with research is that to continue funding, so let's say, I'm not picking on climate change, but let's look at climate change. To continue the funding for your research, you've got to kind of agree with a certain ideology.
Hey, Mark, I'm going to interrupt you. I'm going to interrupt you for a second here. I'm sorry to do this.
Yeah.
I just thought it's important. I'm just reading this. Pay attention to the whole issue. So I have been praying for Jesus to either give me a fatal illness and or give me. Well, but Jim, well, first of all, I'm on one side. I'm glad you reached out to us. If you want to talk to us offline,
yeah,
we're both available on Facebook. You can contact us and listen. We're here for you. But there's also a lot of places to get you professional help. But again, we don't want to dump you off. We're here for you. But please contact us.
And the first step is what you did is reaching out to say you're thinking about this. But before you do, get a hold of us. Get a hold of a mental health professional.
Yeah,
someone in your family, or if not your family, someone you're really close to that you can speak to confidentially.
Yeah.
But I tell you this, it's a permanent solution for a temporary problem.
Yeah. Yep. So you get a lot of people here for you. And again, we're here for you. You can contact us. We'll get you to professional people. If you just want to chat to us about our opinions and stuff and everything, we're here for you as well. So
absolutely.
And again, like Mark said, good point by you, Mark. The first step is reaching out
and please stay in contact with us one way or another, and so that we can rest assured that you're okay.
Yeah, definitely. All right, go ahead, Mark. I'll let you hold on. Let me go through a few messages. They thought, they said they probably fly a plane teaching the third year. They can't.
Yeah, it's probably easier to do now with the third
year.
Yeah. Well, I was speaking about myself, Keith, when I was in third grade.
Yeah. So go ahead, Mark. You're talking about scientists. What you touching on scientists?
I think I was talking about like research gets funded by particular ideologies, not all the time, but sometimes. But to continue to get that funding, you want to please those people with results that are in their ideological purview.
Right.
And I think that's the danger that we all face, whether it's climate change or when we talk about and a really glaring one is food, right? Because they've been telling for years that it's fat, it's not sugar. Well, it turns out it is sugar. But if you go back to the 60s, in particular, there were white papers written by Harvard Medical that were funded by the sugar industry. So,
Yep. Yeah. I know. I think I sent you that reel yesterday too. There's a woman speaking, and I thought it was fantastic the way she put it. She's talking about the weight loss drugs and saying, "Okay, let me get this straight. So we created these foods that are totally poison for us. All this stuff in it to make us obese, diabetic, heart disease. And instead of trying to fix the foods, we now create another drug, Ozempic. She used the example to help you lose the weight, but you're not solving the problem that started the whole thing with the bad foods. I thought it was interesting. So now it's another, and that costs thousands of dollars, the Ozempic. So instead of fixing the problem, you've now put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, our society, and you and I both were brainwashed into believing that there's a pill for every ill.
Yeah.
And the danger in that is, and so I have some friends out here, lovely people, really great, awesome people. They're fairly obese. And they approached me a few weeks ago and said, "Hey, can you help us with our nutrition?" I said, "Well, yeah, absolutely." And I said, "The first thing I would like you to do is give me a 3-day diary of your eating. So, and make it 1 day is a weekend. So I see what Saturday or Sunday, probably Saturday's a better day. And then also I want you to write the mood you were in when you ate." Okay. Still waiting.
Oh, yeah.
So in other words, they want help, but then when it comes down to really taking that first step, it's a very difficult step when it's easier just to say, take this pill.
Right. Okay. So see, I love this topic. I don't love the topic. I think it's very interesting. So and again, being careful not to criticize anybody, but if somebody's overweight or they're out of shape or maybe it's a mental issue. And somebody says to them, "Listen, I'll help you." And then they don't want to do the things that you're telling them to do because you're helping them, right?
Right. And I think that's, again, falls back into, we always want to rely on medications.
Yeah.
So here's you get a 35-year-old male he's presented with high cholesterol, which was another thing we should talk about a little bit too. But let's look at high blood pressure, which we know is very dangerous, right?
Yep.
He has high blood pressure. He smokes. He's got a highly stressful job. He's overweight. And what happens? What's the first knee-jerk reaction by a physician? Write a script. Instead of saying, before we write that script, let's use that as a last effort. Let's try to work on your smoking. Let's exercise and lose some weight and find ways to deal, whether it's meditation, breathing, whatever, with your stress.
Yeah.
But no, the doctors who probably are overweight and smoke and are highly stressed as well, just reach for the pad and they write a script, and he's on his way. Now he's on whatever type, whether it's an ACE inhibitor or a calcium channel blocker or whatever, for the high blood pressure for the rest of his life.
Right. And with those drugs, you have to stay on them too, right? So it's a constant source of revenue.
And with every drug, there's a side effect.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's an unfortunate kind of death spiral that we're kind of locked into here.
Right. And then if you're, and we've talked about this before, and if you're sitting watching TV at night, it's a constant bombardment of advertisement for drugs.
There's actually drugs to
counteract the drug.
Counteract the drug you're already taking. Yeah.
I mean, I laugh about it. I shouldn't laugh because it's sad, but I wish, it's one of those things we could step back. It's some mechanism to step back, get away from the world, and just look at it and say, okay, let me get this straight. You're feeding us poison food. Yeah, it's dollars. Poison food, poison in our water. You're wondering why we're getting sick, but you don't care. You just you make more money off us by giving us more medicine to mask the sickness we have, but not cure the sickness we have. It's like, and
again, the more you learn, the more you're just in total shock.
Yeah.
So I'm on Instagram, and I won't mention his name. It's a guy that I graduated high school with.
Right.
That I know very well.
Right.
I haven't seen him since high school. He went to MIT and got 4.0. Brilliant guy.
Right.
But he was doing LSD probably every other day in high school.
Oh.
And I won't mention his name, but he is one of the world's leading experts on a particular subject. I'll tell you later, because I don't want to call him out. I don't want to expose him.
Right.
And that's okay. I mean, but my point is, you have to really be careful with everything we hear and read and see. And now I'm reading that there's some evidence indicating that the higher your cholesterol is, the less likely you're to get cancer or cardiovascular disease.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets to the point where you don't know what to believe anymore.
And what's scary about it is, if you do, this is a fact that if you go back to 1970 in particular, the acceptable cholesterol level was 300, which had been reduced from 400, but it was 300. In 1974, 75, somewhere around there, statins were introduced into the pharmaceuticals.
Right.
And then all of a sudden say, no, it's 200.
Right.
Yeah. So, and the other thing about the cholesterol, there's HDL, high density lipoprotein, and then there's low density. And it's the low density that's the problem. So if your HDL is 180 and your LDL is 80, right? So.
Yeah, I know. And as we all know too, the tie between your mental health and your physical health is so important too.
100%.
Right. Yeah. It's like if you're, like you mentioned before, they have that stressful job and you're always thinking, there's a guy at the gym I go to, great guy. I go to, and he's there every morning. We get to chat and everything. Fantastic person, but he always turns to the negative. Like I was joking around the other day about winning the lottery. Mm-hmm. He said, but I've heard all these bad stories. You win the lottery, and then it's like, and I think it's just a thing. He constantly doing that. But again, I think it's I know you believe this too. It's the same thing. So if you want to be in shape physically, you go to the gym, you eat good foods. You want to be better at mentally health. You don't have to accept the fact that you're, like, people say, well, I'm just a negative person. Well, no, you're not a negative person. You just, you choose to be negative right now. You can change all that. Yeah.
And the connection between your gut and your brain. Finish this. I'm sick to my
stomach. Yeah.
And it's an emotional thing, right?
Yeah, totally.
And also the heart. Like there's evidence that when people have heart surgery, their personality really changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad's did. He had the patience of Job. He had heart surgery.
Patients of who?
Job. It's an expression meaning it's a biblical character who had
Yeah.
immense
I've
patience.
never heard before. See, there's
Yeah.
another one that you come up with that I've never heard. Patients of Job. Nice.
And he did have that, right?
Right.
And after he had quadruple heart surgery when he was young, 62. And not that he lost his patience, but you did see he didn't have as much as he had prior to
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
You know? And what do we talk about when we broken heart, right?
Yeah.
And it's emotional,
Very true.
right?
Today, and of course, I have to be Mr. Extreme with it. It's fairly chilly here, not too bad.
Yeah.
So I'm out for my walk after working out. Everybody's all bundled up with the coach and everything. Of course, I have to go out with the t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
And I joke about it, but I do believe it's true that I have told I get people say, Tom, what are you doing? You're out here with those. I said, well, I just told myself I'm not cold.
Right.
Like I want to show people, listen, don't, because you're telling yourself you're cold. You feel like you're cold.
Well, I had a fighter. We were going professional fighter. We're driving out to Long Island, and he's in the back seat. My other partner, trainers to my left, is driving, and the kid says, "I don't feel good about this fight." And I said to myself, and he got stopped in the second round.
Yeah.
But he had already been defeated before we even got to the venue. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Drop everything. The great Barry Shelley is in the house.
Morning, Barry.
Okay, so when we see you, we see cuddly, we see Keith Morano, we see sexy. When we see Barry Shelley, it's like a godly figure, right? Like it's like,
it's dedication.
Yeah.
Right. Honoring.
It's like this. You see like a mountain of a man, right? Like standing there, like with his uniform on, the whole bit.
And
mountainous. That's what we call him, mountainous, right? Like you're cuddly, he's mountainous.
He's indicated that he's had some issues health-wise and his wife, but has it stopped him?
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe so you're a cuddly, Keith's sexy. You're like Barry's more like unstoppable. Maybe unstoppable is what we will call it.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
There's the great Deb Anderson out there as well.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
It's a magical world.
So New York Rangers.
Well, the sad thing is, we talk, and I think you and I both said we want the Rangers to do well now and in the future. The scary thing is, if they're not going to be good now, then what does the future look like? Because a bulk of their good players are older too. Yeah.
I just wonder, like Schneider in particular, what's going on? I mean,
I know. You know what? And that's a great question. I believe, because I went through that, where as a young player, I would wish there's somebody around him. And again, I don't want him to get traded anyway, but you got to say to yourself, okay, I want to get the most out of my career. Yeah. So either I be one of the guys that changes things, and I think he's kind of got that personality to like change the mentality where if you go into play the Mammoth, you're prepared to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Miller's getting carved.
I know.
And you know what? Maybe it's
it's also because he's not the only guy that maybe is underperforming, but because there's such a buildup with him being the captain.
Correct.
Yeah. It's even worse.
I mean, so that one particular play was unfortunate.
Ooh, so people who didn't see it, the game in Vegas, it just happened to be like, it was almost like the camera he was in the center of everything, and clearly just did not give a full effort.
And this is what I tell kids. It's not the end result. It's what led to that end result. It was an offensive blue line turnover.
Yeah.
That began the whole collapse of that segment. And I'm not going to name names, but we all know who turned it over.
Oh, yeah.
And just
so they get a home game tonight. The problem is that once it starts going, as we saw last year, once it starts going downhill, man, it's
all downhill.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to call out some of them. These are professional levels different, but I still think you can still coach. All right.
Yeah.
And so yesterday, Sundays we're at the rink all day. We got everything going. I'm literally there from 9:30 in the morning till 5:30, and we had a little break. And Jeff Paul, who I coach with, we're watching. There was a college game going on, right? And I see a kid. So it's a turnover. and he starts to angle and back check, skating, skating, skating. And this is a habit, right? Well, you see it a lot. He gets to the guy, skates his ass off to start to angle him off, and then he stops moving his feet.
Right.
And it's like, no, even though you're shoulder to shoulder, his feet are moving. Once you stop, he's going to continue. And it's such a teachable moment. Right?
Yeah.
And even at the professional level, you still have to have the capacity to say, hey, JT, just because you turned it over, you can still try, at least not try. You still got to work hard because there's a chance that you can still break that play up.
Oh, totally. Like if he really started moving his feet on that play, he could have cut up with the puck carrier, stripped him of the puck, whatever. Yeah.
And those
the one that always go ahead. Sorry.
No, those are little things. And on the flip side of it, when Sean was playing high school hockey, there was a kid that was on the other team, and we all knew he was a AAA travel player. He was a freshman. He's playing varsity in the same place. So there's a turnover at the offensive zone dot, and instead of going behind the net and chasing, he started to angle, and he skated right to the house, right, all the way down. And by the way, they're up 4-1.
Right.
And when he did that, I said to myself, "This kid's a hockey player." Because in other words, you're up 4-1. There's like 30 seconds. It's turnover. Right. No, he got on his horse and he skated right, and he broke up the play.
Nice.
And you say to yourself, "That's a hockey player."
Yeah.
But only you see that. I see most people wouldn't recognize that because they're not watching a game from that perspective.
Yeah.
But a coach or a scout or somebody who, has been around the game a bit is going to say, that's a bigger play in some ways than a goal.
Yeah. The other one that really is a telltale sign for me is turning away from the net after an offensive opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, when I see a guy have a chance, then turn away from the net and the puck stays right where he would have been if he stopped. Mm-hmm. Like, and it's again, it's at the NHL level. It's all over. Like
teaching. That's one of the things I talked to the kids last night. So we're running like some 2-on-1s and stuff, right? And even though it's a drill, so somebody misses a shot, you don't just peel off into the corner.
Yeah.
Or say the goaltender makes a save, you don't just peel off. You hit your brakes because there's things called rebounds.
Yeah.
But you're developing a bad habit because you're going to do that in a game. Right?
Yeah. Oh, totally. I agree. And another thing too is, and not to pick on Bruce here, he mentioned it, but it's not him alone. Very often it comes back to people talking about the coach, in this case, Sullivan.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I mean, so in 5 years now, we've had Gallant, Laviolette, and now Sullivan. And I think all of them, I mean, Laviolette won the Stanley Cup. Yeah. Gallant took his team to the finals. Obviously, Sullivan's had his success. I think, the coaches get way too much blame when they lose. Sure. And they also get way too much credit when they win. I think the players have to play. It's really, and the game is not that complicated. It's the things like you're talking about. It's the details. And that's why you may see a good team go on a run and win like 10 games. And then maybe they lose 2 or 3 games in a row. It's because to win, you've got to pay attention to the details. It's a harder game to play to win. And then you start to get confident in your game. And now say, okay, I'll take a little shortcut here. Well, now this guy's taking a shortcut. The other guy's taking a shortcut. Now you start to lose because you're taking those shortcuts. And it's the players. It's not the coaches. So
yeah, I'm on the mindset that, especially at the professional level, player has 2 games like he really not good. Doesn't play well. Here's a 3rd game that he does not play well. It's on him.
Yeah.
The first 2 games I'm the coach. I need to talk to him about. If he has 3 in a row, then it's on him.
But you think at the NHL level, if a guy has 2 bad games, he's proven himself, he's played long enough, you know what he can do. Mm-hmm. You think the coach needs to step in after 2 games and have a talk with him?
No, but I guess what I'm saying is that it's 3, then maybe introspectively, if it's 2, you say, well, maybe I'm putting him in a position he doesn't need to be in. I need to put him in a better position.
Right.
His game's going to be better. But if he has 3 bad games in a row, after I've made an adjustment,
right,
then it's on him.
Yeah. And again, to me, so if it's a young player that's just learning his way, it's one thing, right? Because now I need to step in, and he hasn't learned yet. Now, if it's a veteran player who's been through it, played 10 years or whatever, and he's played bad, to me, it's like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He's proven that he knows what he's doing, but he's not doing it right now.
Yeah. As a coach, so let's look at the first 2 games he has kind of not stinkers, right? So now you try to adjust. Maybe I need to put him on a different line. Maybe, I need to put him on the power plays, build up his confidence, something, right? But if he has 3, then it's on him. That's kind of the way I look at it.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not just, again, here's another way of potentially looking at it. Not that you're wrong in what you're saying. It's more, or is it also, okay, guys, I can't make this perfect for the player. At some point, he's got to suck it up.
Well, they have to be accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the problem. I don't know if Miller's being accountable to himself. Because he has a bad game, then he says, we. No, buddy.
Yeah.
He's got to say, hey, man, I'm the captain. I got to really lead by example. That was.
Although, Mark, I have seen some quotes where he is saying that he needs to play better, but yeah, I mean, and now, and again, so now it's even worse. Okay, so now he's injured. He's got something, upper body injury or whatever. Well, now you could also say, okay, you're the captain of the team. Suck it up, fight through the injury, and play.
Well,
it's almost like he's in a no-win situation, especially when the team's not winning. So
there was a kid in New Jersey, Jaroslav Modry, defenseman.
Oh yeah.
He had a bad game, and the reporter said to Lemaire, hey, you think his knee was bothering him? He goes, knee's a long way from the heart.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's cutting, but kind of brutal, but,
Susan brought up a point in our last comment, talking about the hit that Rantanen had on the Islander player.
Yeah.
And I think I saw him just now have another hit similar to that, hitting somebody else from behind on the weekend. I never viewed him as that kind of player.
Yeah, I'm a little bit taken aback by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess you could look at the hit against the Islanders like, okay, were they both losing their balance and falling to the boards, or did he hit him? To me, I don't know. I'd have to watch it a few more times to really tell.
There were guys like Matt Cook.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Hallwig. Good kid and all, but man, and he finally got it from Chris Simon.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Was that Matt? Did he hit Matt Cook?
No, Ryan Hallwig hit. Simon.
Oh, Hallwig. Yes.
Yeah, but Matt Cook was just a dirtbag.
Yeah. Oh, he wanted
to playing on it, and Rafi Torres was another guy.
Yeah.
There's playing on the edge, and then there's just being like you're trying to kill. Like
I heard. I mean, I played against some guys that were tough players, but they didn't try to hurt you the way those guys do.
They played hard. Yeah. There's a difference between being a hard player and a cheap player. Yeah.
I'll never forget we played against Brian Sutter. He's in St. Louis, my rookie year. Had a good playoff series with him. And at the end, he battled Eddie Hospodar and all, fought everybody. And it was at the end of the series, we were in the city someplace, and he ended up in the same place we were. And I said, man, I really respect you a lot. Next season, we're playing against each other, and puck got dumped in my corner. And I may have told you a story. And
no.
He comes in behind me. He says, I'm coming. Now, he still ran me. But he let me know he was coming, yeah. So I always thought that was pretty cool that he did that.
That's a class guy. Yeah. Boy, that had to be some tough dinner table.
Yeah, the Sutter boys, yeah.
We had this junior team. We had 2 out of 3 boys played on the team, and the story was the mother only put out 2 dinner plates. For the 3 boys, yeah.
Our boy William Haynes is trying to fool us a little bit here, a little bit of a different name there. It's still William Haynes, but good morning, go Bears. That's right. They won again, the Bears.
They're surprising a lot of people.
Yeah, Torres was dirty. Beat up Hossa pretty. Yeah, remember that hit that Torres hit Hossa at center ice in Chicago? Yeah. Hossa was in Chicago at the time. Ooh.
I actually didn't. I should have took the time to watch it, but I was going through YouTube, and I get the inference he was kind of mea culpa, saying, "Yeah, I was probably a pretty guy." In retrospect. Yeah.
Here's and we should mention again, I know we touched on before, once again, for people that don't know, Susan lost her brother, Larry, recently. So,
I saw she had posted the Islanders did something very classy.
That's been a great thing. And I know Susan's posted, I know she sees it, but the outpouring of respect. I think the big thing about respect for Larry was what I see a lot.
Yeah, say what you will about the NHL. I think the NHL, more than any other sport, is very sensitive to showing respect and doing the right thing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
very true. Very true. Anyway, so Rantanen has a automatic 1-game suspension after hit yesterday on this Coronado. So that's the one I saw recently. Yeah. So. But to Susan's point, it's 1 game. Like I think the Islander guy's out for months, for 2 or 3 months. That he.
I think the simple solution to all these things that you don't come back till he comes back.
Yeah. Okay. I hear you. Okay, but let me do a scenario.
Mhm.
The guy he hits is a mediocre player,
Right. I
a
understand.
fourth line guy. They say, okay, and now they're battling for a playoff spot.
Right.
It's a star player. So now, okay, we're going to sit this guy out and say he's hurt.
Maybe again, that's a tough thing. Like I wouldn't want to be George Paros and have to make these decisions, but maybe if they came up with a clear cut, and again, it's hard to really be clear cut when the game is so fast and things happen so quickly. But like
Yeah.
if you run a guy from behind, it's 5 games.
Yeah.
You cross check somebody to the face, it's 5 games. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what though, and you're not wrong. It's just one of those things that no matter what you do, like you said, when you're George Paros, in a sport like hockey, yeah, it's hard to. Speaking of hits, did you see the Ontario League kid where he smacked the kid?
Yeah, Jim, that guy. I would have gave him a lifetime ban for that. There's no need for that. Because
and apparently, not that it really matters, but he was an average player, and I mean, it shouldn't matter, but
play that precipitated it was kind of like a nothing play.
Yeah,
nothing.
The only thing I think is he kind of got hit from behind, but the guy that hit him from behind that he ultimately slashed, he got hit
as well.
Into the player.
Was it Dennis Bonvie that got a lifetime ban from the OHL? There was
may have been
a few, right?
Yeah. How about our boy, our boy that we like on podcast now, the Boston guy?
Billy Tibbetts.
He went into the store. He forgot he shaved the middle of his head. Did you see that one?
Out of his mind.
Oh, and then he went in the store. He comes back out and he's going, "I forgot I gave myself a haircut."
Out of his mind. So Billy, for those that don't know Billy, he's a Situate, Massachusetts guy. Played for Pittsburgh. He played for a couple teams. Played for the Rangers.
Yeah.
And he has an unfortunate legal history, but he's got his thing going now. But
I know, what's the podcast again? Somebody will tell us here, but yeah,
Billy Tibbetts, the great Billy Tibbetts, or something.
Yeah,
but
funny.
when it comes to hockey, he's a hockey guy, and he knows what he speaks of. And he made some good points, like empty netters. He gets freaked out, like they shouldn't count as a goal an empty netter. Like,
is that right?
Yeah, he's kind of like it shouldn't count as a goal that he scored. But
that's funny. Hockey is special. I feel fortunate to be a part of it. Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Well said. Well said. Yep. And they do that. And you're right. The league is, and just the league, the individuals. It's kind of like the tradition in hockey where, and it sounds kind of barbaric to some people. Like when you're playing, you'll do anything. Like do whatever you have to do to win. But then once you're done, hey, I respect you. We're buddies. You need any help? You want me to move your furniture? It is weird because they'll try to kill each other.
What happens after a 7-game series? What are you doing in center ice?
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah.
Shake hands.
Yeah. It is. I tell you, it's a really interesting feeling too, because you're kind of like, again, in the playoff series, you're trying to kill the other guy. You're trying to take his will away. Sure. And then when you're shaking hands at the end, it's like, that's pretty cool, right? Because we did some stuff to each other.
I mean, it's not at the NHL level, but I was playing years ago in a league, and I'm back checking, and it's an offside, so I hear the whistle, so I slow down. This guy cross checks me into the goaltender, right? And I didn't even know who did it, but I just came out of I got up out of the net, and I just threw a right hand with my glove on. It was a big dude, but he had a cage on, and the cage went in, and I think it probably broke his nose, right?
Yeah.
So there was a bar, because back then the drinking age was 18, and Sutter's Mill up in New York, and he comes walking in. I said, "Oh boy," he's a big guy.
Yeah.
And he came over, he looked at me, he goes, "You owe me a beer." I said, "Okay, no problem."
Oh
cool.
And
that was it. Yeah.
Very cool. Ira, sometimes we wonder about Ira. We don't put his comments up sometimes, but he is a smart man.
Yes.
Here, the sex machines. He recognizes who we are. Right. I mean, it pretty much sums it up. You're the cuddly sex machine. Yeah. Let me see here. Jim Coffey. What does our buddy have to say here? Jesse Bolleries of Flyers /
Oh, that's who it was. Yeah, Bolleries. Yeah.
Do you know what Jesse Bolleries' nickname was?
No.
Bowl of rice.
Bowl of rice. Yeah, I could see where it would be. Yeah.
Somebody said that to me the first time. I go, what? And then you look at his name.
For Carolina. Jim?
Carolina, yep. Was famous. Got knocked out by Aaron Downey in that one punch.
Punch by Downey. Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah.
Bang. Yeah.
Where's our boy Barry Shelley got to say here? Met him, Jim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who are we talking about? Jim who?
Well, he's speaking to Jim Coffey about.
Oh,
bowling.
Jim. I got you. Okay. See, I'm glad you're here to sort things out
Yeah.
for me. Like my mind. Yeah.
That's why we make a great team.
Yeah. Goldie Goldthorpe.
Yeah. Who's the guy? Gerard Gallant in the old WHA. Didn't he punch out a coach?
Oh, did he? Somebody beat up a
Yeah.
coach?
I think his name was Gerard Gallant. I think he played for Minnesota Fighting Saints.
Well, there's a different. Gerard Gallant was the guy that coached the Rangers, played for Detroit.
But there was another Gallant.
Yeah, there was another Gallant. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have played on remember the Birmingham Bulls?
Yeah, Birmingham
Did
Bulls.
they have anybody who could really even skate? I mean, they just put just monsters out there, right?
I wonder what that would have been like, right? Like you're coming out, like John Tonelli, who had a great career. He signed with the Toronto Toros, I think, first.
Right. Wayne Dillon and Pat Hickey played there too.
That's right. Yes. Good call by you. Yeah. Gordy Gallant here. Our boy William Hayes. Yeah. Gordy Gallant.
Yeah. So I was telling a story to Randy Carlisle's son, Craig, coaches here with us.
Right.
And, grew up in Winnipeg, right? So there was a team out of New Jersey probably 20 years ago. My friend coached. It was a summer, like a select team. It was called the New Jersey Selects. And they go up to the Paw in Winnipeg, in Manitoba, rather, which is it's all Indian. It's all native, right? And they weren't thinking because they put, like, for the New Jersey Selects, they wore Chicago Blackhawk.
Oh.
And,
right.
and like, it got so bad. They're playing natives, and the natives said, we're going to scalp your father. Right? So now my friend Chris goes, I forget the kid's name. Your line's up. He goes, I'm not going back out there, coach. True story. Yeah.
It's I don't know why I thought of this the other day.
I don't interrupt you, but Nigel Dawes was on one of those teams. Remember the kid Nigel Dawes?
Yes.
Played for New York a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I thought of this the other day. We were playing a game at Hartford, and it wasn't Joe Quenville. It was another guy. He coached Buffalo. Oh, he's a scout, long time scout. Anyways, he was on the ice, and one of our guys on the bench, I was on the bench, started yapping at him. Goes like, "You're a pussy" or something like that, And he turns. He doesn't know who's saying it, and he was a decently tough guy. He turns and looks at me, and I'm thinking, okay, so this other guy, and the guy now stops talking on the bench, my teammate. So now the tough player is looking at me. I think, okay, so this kid has got a big mouth. Now he shuts up because we're staring at him. So I said, "What are you looking at?" And he went back in the ice later on. And he says, "That wasn't you, was it?" I said, "I'm not saying a word." It's, but I mean, it's similar. Like it's like, okay, if you're gonna start the trouble,
you better finish it.
Yeah.
Or at least participate. So we had a game at the Garden, and I had to take because the Knicks, generally speaking, had a game before us. So my room was the Knicks family room. So I had to wait for the guys to come in, remove all the tables and stuff. And then I got to go set up the weights and everything. So guy comes in, he's looking for Sandy McCarthy. And he's dressed down. He's got a air cast on his foot. And I thought he worked at the Garden. I didn't recognize him at first. I said, well, the guys will be here in a little while. And now we'll go out for the morning skate, and he's with Montreal. And I realized it was Gino Ochik, right?
Oh.
So I said to Dale, Dale Purinton. He's one of the. I love Dale. He's a funny dude, man. Still is. And he goes, "Oh, he's on the IR." I said, "Oh, okay." Right. So now we go out for the game, and there's Ochuk dressed going out on the ice. I look at Dale. I thought you said he's on the IR. He goes, "Yeah, Indian reservation," because Gino was native.
Oh, yeah.
IR, Indian reservation. I go, "You're an idiot."
Yeah. I went right by me. I didn't get that. Okay. That's what Dale said. That's pretty good. I've never heard that one. That's good.
One of the funniest dudes I've ever heard.
Oh, that's good. And it's funny because he would probably say that, and I wouldn't catch on to that right away. I'd have to be like, okay.
Well, one of the guys coaching here played against Dale in the WHL. So there was him and Todd Fedoruk were on Kelowna. So that was a tough team to play, right? Yeah. And he said, so here you're on a bench, you're facing the ice. Dale would sit on the other bench, but facing your bench, just tapping a stick on, "You're next." Oh. Yeah, crazy, man. I love him. I got video of him. His lovely girlfriend sent Dale in his underwear in about 4 feet of snow chasing a bear off the property.
Poor bear was probably scared to death.
Scared to death. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love him.
All right. So lotteries tonight. I've got that. So we've it's all.
By the way, I hope you don't mind. I'm telling because there's a lot of dog lovers out here, and
right.
I said, my friend Tom always says he wins the mega. He's going to get property and thousands and you know what they all say? I would do the same thing.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's going to happen tonight. That'll be taken care of. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Are you prepared?
I'm sitting.
Okay. This is like this is one of those things that's like, I don't know how you've got a player, like you got a free agent player and he can go anywhere he wants to play. And you're sitting there waiting like, okay, is he going to play for my team? He's going to play for the other team. And then when you find out that he's coming to play for your team, it's like Wayne Gretzky getting traded to the Kings.
Yeah.
Right? Same kind of thing. So here we have this morning, Tracy Marie.
God bless her.
Oh, God.
God bless her.
She has blessed us once again. Oh, but right off the bat, okay? Mm-hmm. There's certain people, if it's genuine, but like, we love you, Tracy. Okay, let's analyze this a little bit.
Yeah.
The fact now he doesn't say we love you, we love yeah. So is that like a full love you then, or is that like a?
Well, maybe that's just his terms of endearment.
Okay, all right, okay. So love yeah, we love you, but why not just? So that's 2 letters as opposed to 3 letters. Love you. So is he that? Does he not care about Tracy that much that he can't use the extra letter?
Or is he running low on ink?
There's no ink. See, I love you. It's a great effort that you're trying to stick up for Danny, but we don't use ink here. Yeah, but
by the way, are you seeing a split screen like this? There's 2 of each of us. It's disturbing. One of us is enough.
There was a new when I started the thing today. Are you serious?
Yeah. So it's here, and then so we're side by side, and then there's another one to the left where you're above me.
Okay, it gave me a different option when I started it today. Normally, how's this one? How's that? Any different?
Oh man, now there's 2 of you and 1 of me. It's 2-on-1.
Is that okay? Hold on.
You're back. Yeah. Now I'm about this big.
Yeah.
And you're
just 1 of me.
There's 2 of us, but I'm like really small.
Okay. Oh, you're gone all together now.
All together.
Right. We got.
Oh, now it looks like I don't know, man. Just leave it there.
I didn't. Okay, so I have to correct that because again, we had an option going in.
I mean, it's okay. It's just I don't know if people want to see 2 of us.
How's that?
That's where we were when we started.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like when you got your school photos.
Right.
There's the big one and the little ones for your wallet.
Right.
Wallet size. Yeah.
Okay. I love these little toys. Like, okay.
Did you get school photos in Canada?
Yes, we did.
But you have to go to school, is what I'm saying.
That's true. But they were scared. Like, in some of the old pictures. You ever remember they had things like, was it an ascot? Like it was like a cloth going around, but you had a ring. You had a ring to hold it together.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I get pictures of that, and man, I was thinking I was cool. And when you like, you have to have bangs too. Like, you have to have bangs.
I mean, there's when I go through there's a whole bunch of pictures that my mom kept for me. I got a book. It's called School Days. It's got your report cards in it. That's another topic, but you always. I mean, the class picture. I'm like this big. Everybody else is normal size. It was always easy to find me. I was the littlest kid. Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so right now when you're looking at right now when you're looking at the screen, there's 2 of you and 2 of me.
Yeah. So like to my right is sort of the normal size, and to the left are those wallet size pictures.
Oh, okay. So it's like you're in school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay, I like it. All right. Well, so, but is there just 1 of me, or the same thing for me?
No, 2 of you, 2 of me.
2 of me. Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to work on that. Or we could. Do you think it's like? Do we like it like that, or should we change it?
I mean, it's interesting.
Right. So we're giving samples to people, kind of like, right?
Yeah, because they can look at the little picture and go, nah, swipe.
Hold on here. Well, we don't need more of Tom. Oh,
yeah.
Depressing. Like I was in such a good mood until I heard that comment.
Yeah. Well.
Oh.
There's maybe a little love there. You know what I mean? Sometimes people who love you just kind of.
Okay. So now, I feel better about things now.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on here. Barry's coming in here. Haven't seen you in a while, Tracy. My day has brightened up 100%. See now, so Danny says something like, "We love
yeah,
Tracy,"
yeah.
and Barry full on, right? like the long right? Multiple W's. Haven't seen you in a while, Tracy. No abbreviations, full on, right? He expresses himself fully. He takes the time to write the full sentence. Danny doesn't do that, right? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, put a picture of Tracy there and you and I, and where do you think the eyes are going to go?
Well, I mean, it depends what you want. I mean, if you want cuddly,
Yeah,
you got you,
Yeah.
right? You know, with Tracy, I mean, obviously the guys are like, oh, my googly eyed over Tracy. So I guess it's like eye candy.
Yeah.
No.
We're more-
With me, I'd like to think there's more to me than just what you see. I mean, there's some
well,
substance.
you're very deep. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of substance to your whole persona. Yeah.
Deep. You know what? I've actually here's a breakthrough. I actually think before I knew I understood what empathy was.
Yeah.
I actually think I understand what empathy is now, which is scary because I thought before I knew it, but I think now I didn't really know it. Now I know it. Okay, so here's I'm more able to look at people and say, okay, if they do something to me that I don't necessarily like, instead of just saying that person's a jerk, I say, okay, they're going through something which makes them act that way, and I need to understand what they're going through instead of just thinking they're a jerk. Is that improvement, do you think, in the empathy?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah. Because I'm guilty of that. I think we're all guilty of it, but we have to always remember.
Right.
Maybe someone's in the mood they are because there's something going on in the world, or they're just a jerk. So.
Right. But and now the other thing I've learned too is, okay, you can understand what they're going through, but that doesn't mean you still have to have your boundaries, and it doesn't mean you can allow persons.
Oh yeah, you can't let people walk
Right.
all over you.
So Tracy saying there's too much of Tom. I can understand that maybe she's going through something, but I just can't accept that kind of.
Or that she's so engrossed in you that she wants only one photo to focus in on.
See, this is why you get the big money.
Yeah.
This is why they hire you to go all the way across the country to coach young people.
That's
Like it wasn't somebody just like 10 miles away in New Jersey. They found you in New Jersey to go out to
In Marlboro,
Sandy,
New Jersey. Yeah.
Sandy, Utah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See now, okay, and here's another one. We need an interpretation on this one. Now, I'm going to take it that she really knows what season I was on, and she's kind of
Well, I think it's her way of reminding people that you're on Survivor.
Okay, sure.
How many years has it been? 5 years, 6 years?
It's been 6 years.
Yeah. So people may not know that you have reached that level in life where you are on. I mean, how many people can say they were on Survivor?
You're brilliant. Seriously. You should be, like Liv, was it Liv Schreiber?
Leave Schreiber.
Liv Schreiber. He does a lot of like voiceovers for videos, like hockey videos in
I
particular.
taught him how to skate.
You taught him how to skate?
Yeah, so there was a place in Hackensack, New Jersey. They had the skating treadmill.
Right. Yeah.
And they had a little sheet of ice that we, like one-on-one with little kids. So I get there one morning, I see an adult guy because I could see in the back, and the guy I worked for, Tom, is that his name? I don't even remember. He said, bless you, Beth. He said, you got an adult guy out there, wants a lesson. I go, okay. I go, can he skate? He goes, no, he's never been on ice. I go out there, and I'm like, it's like one of those things that, like, what's going on here? Right?
Yeah.
Steve Schreiber. And I said, and by the way, he's like just a regular dude, down to earth, like no pretension, nothing. And he said, yeah, I'm doing this movie. It's a hockey movie. I go, what's the name? He goes, Goon. So I thought it was going to be like about a Dave Schultz kind of story. He goes, it's kind of a goof, right? So all he wanted me to teach him is how to get over the wall from the ice, because they had somebody else do the skating for him.
Right.
And so that was it. Yeah, and pretty cool guy. Yeah.
So you taught him how to get over the wall.
That's all. Yeah. Just how to change.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But okay, see, you cleverly changed what I was talking about, though. I was comparing you to him in terms of your talent, speaking talent. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because okay. All right. So now what Tracy does is she throws in this little dig, like there's too many of Tom already. Stop the madness.
Yeah. Well, you know how you have a governor on your carburetor?
Right.
She's a governor for you and I. Like, stop. Like,
but okay, and it's nice of you to pull you in with me, but she's not trying to stop you. I think she's encouraging you. You're a wonderful human being.
but I always have your 6.
Right. That's true. We see here we get so me saying hello to Danny Erickson first instead of you. I wasn't a jerk. I was going through something. Oh, probably at the event she's talking about there. We were at in Long Island, right? Long Island. So she said hello to Danny first instead of you. I wasn't a jerk. Now, I wasn't. You're right. There's some I think there's a lack of communication here is what it is. Yeah.
That's generally where the beginning of the breakdowns are.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, you're a survivor. So even if you went to Danny first, you should be like, that's all right. She'll get to me.
Right.
You save the best for last.
Good point. Hold on. Let's get right to it here. See, this confirms for me. I adore Mark. Never has she written, I adore Tom.
Yeah.
Right. It's I adore Mark. So clearly that's now a clear dig, like major, like like
it's trying to pull you into like maybe behaving.
Really think so?
Yeah.
So she says, okay, I'll adore you too if you act a certain way.
Exactly. She's trying to help you. I mean, it's with love. She's trying to say, listen,
Right. Okay. Here's a gentleman we have to. He's up there with Barry Shelley, a different category maybe. Like this is the hockey coach of the century here in Connecticut, Rich Spezzano, a good friend of mine. We coached together. He was at the Survivor, the opening. We had the opening party there at hotel here close by. For some reason, when I see Tracy Wright, I adore Mark, I think of Andre Dore, like A. Dory.
A. Dory, who's in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Stick repair company. Yeah.
Help me help you, Tom. Oh God. Funny stuff.
That's from a place of love. She's saying, Tom, let me help you.
Yeah, right.
Like you're in a hole. I'm
right.
Okay. You a ladder.
So, okay. Now here's a couple ways I could take that. Like, is there something wrong with me? Like I need fixing? Like as an insult?
Or with all of us.
Yeah.
Everybody. So here's a perfect example of what she's trying to provide. So there's a guy down in Louisiana, and he lives on a bayou, and heavy rains. Right. So the sheriff is going up and down the street saying, there's a flood coming. Please evacuate. Guy sits on his porch. He said, God will provide. So now the water level starts to rise. He's in the second story, and a boat goes by, and they're saying, hop on the flood. God will provide. Now it's so bad he's on the roof of the house. The waters are that high. There's a helicopter, and he looks up and says, God will provide. Well, he drowns, and he gets up to heaven, and he says, God, you didn't provide. He said, first I sent the sheriff, then I sent a boat, then I sent a helicopter. So Tracy's giving you a lifeline here.
Good point. So should I just jump on that lifeline?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't wait and I don't sit there and say, well, God, I'm fine, Tracy. God will provide.
At some point, it could be retracted.
Right. Just quickly, we can't ignore Susan here. So that's the player we discussed. If it happened up in Canada, I would not be surprised at all if there was charges brought against them. Hockey.
Well, there's been many. Dan Maloney, right?
Yeah.
And actually, Mel Bridgman and 3 or 4 other guys, they got charged years ago for an incident in the NHL. Yeah. But Dan Maloney was probably the most famous one, right?
Dino Cicerelli for slashing Luke Richardson in the head. Yeah.
And going to get his newspaper.
Yeah. We'll get into that one too. Okay, hold on. Now, this kind of takes a different turn, right? We don't have that kind of time, Tom, to get to the bottom of this. So does she really want to help me? She's basically saying, I don't have time for you. That's how
I think what she's saying is just accept the help. Don't question why, because that could take forever.
See, maybe it's my sensitivity, right? Because now I read it that she's basically saying, Tom, I don't have time for you. Screw off. Like, get lost. Right. Yeah. Like she's basically saying, I'm lucky you're lucky I'm on your show.
No, I think if that were the case, she wouldn't be corresponding right now.
But she also, like, she obviously loves you. She adores you. There's Barry Shelley, Deb, like there's others here. Right. So there's others here on the show that she cares about. Clearly, I'm not on that list. I hate.
Well, there there's a message there that you could be part of this adoration.
If I handle myself properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stop taking everything so personal. The fact that she went to Danny first, that was the first person she ran into. It wasn't a conscious like, I'm going to go to Danny and
Right.
not Tom.
But then she also said in that statement she had things to deal with.
Yeah.
So instead of coming to me to deal with the issue, she went to Danny to deal with it.
Well, what's I tell you? You're not in the inner circle.
Oh God. I heard another great song too. What's the song I heard? You're not what happened to you.
Mhm.
You are what you choose to be.
Yeah.
Ooh, great song.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you, man. Very deep.
Well, that deals into your whole quantum.
Yeah.
Like you said, you choose who you are, you choose your life, you choose this, you choose that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But again, I think that kind of makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
you make choices all day long.
But as I've learned, and I'm sure you're aware, there's two great philosophers, doctors, we call them Freud and Adler.
Yeah.
So in Freud's theory, pretty much everything that you are now is because of what happened to you in the past.
And do cocaine. He was a big proponent of cocaine.
Right. With Adler, it's more, okay, that's part of why you are the way you are, but there's also today. You have to deal with today. And,
Yeah.
Right. But we seem to follow Freud more than we do Adler, right? Like a lot of therapy we have today is more dealing with your past.
Yeah, I mean, there's good therapy and there's bad therapy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
At some point,
And clearly Tracy's saying I need therapy, right?
well, we all need therapy, but yours may be a little bit more intensive.
Oh, goodness. What do we got here? Dino Shirelli spent a day in jail for, oh, yeah. Yeah, he smacked it pretty good. And then there's the Marty McSorley one, too. Marty got charged. I don't think he spent any time in jail, but he got charged for his slash against.
And didn't Richardson didn't get charged, but didn't he get a big suspension for a hit on Tony Granado?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The big elbow. Yeah.
Elbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could have been chargeable. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. He laid him out pretty good. Tony was down
yeah.
for a while. Yeah. There was a guy that was pretty gritty little player, that's
Granado?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love his game. Yeah.
Yeah. We're having, because of the Rangers' 100th year anniversary this year, on December 13th at the Garden, they're having a big get together. A lot of former players from my era. I think they're dividing it up by eras. The other night they had people who had big moments, like Stephen Matteau was there.
Mm-hmm.
Big things that happened. So they're trying to divide it up. And my event, one I'm part of, it's my event, is the era that I played in. So
who's going to be there, Pierre?
They're trying to get guys like, and I'm excited to see them like Thomas Sandstrom, Jan Eriksson, those kind of guys. They're in Sweden, so it's going to be tougher to get them.
Yeah.
Kelly Kissio, former captain, I think is going to be
Real
there.
good player, yeah.
Yep. We want to get James Patrick, but he's busy coaching. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so hold on here. Now I got to be careful. I don't want to get sucked into Tracy here. Tom, will you be there at 12/13? So December 13th. Okay, now do you think she really cares? First of all,
yeah, no, that's like because I'll show up, but please don't go to Danny before Tom this time, Tracy. I beg you, because we'll go through this all again.
Or is this a little bit of a bait and switch thing where she's saying, "Are you going to be there?" Then I'll say yes, and then she says, "Oh, I'm not going to be."
Well, there's a chance,
right?
Okay,
so what do I do here? Do I just be open and honest?
Well, you've already said you're going to be there.
Good point. Yes. Okay. So yes, Tracy, I will be there December 13th.
And please feel free to.
Right. Well, so once you're done talking to everybody else, please feel free to come and talk to me.
If you're done talking to Pierre LaRouche and Kelly, come and see Tom.
Yeah. If you have time.
If you have
what I'm doing is I'm trying to diffuse things a little bit, not put pressure on her to feel like she needs to come and talk.
You can fit it into her schedule.
Right.
See her. Yeah.
Right. And so I'm again, it ends up me sacrificing myself for Tracy.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to give it up for what you believe in.
Yeah. Okay. And here's another one that she does all the time too. I love James Patrick. Yeah. No, I love him more. I mean, it's like a contest. Like, first of all, they take it in dig. She adores you. She loves James Patrick. Yeah.
But you don't know, like in her heart of hearts, she may adore and love you. So there's a combination there that could.
But don't you need? Don't we have to have some emotional intelligence here? Like that's a new. Is that a new phrase? Emotional intelligence.
No, but I think it's pretty much apropos, and I think it falls on us, not Tracy.
Right. But that's a phrase apparently based on the way I handle myself. I didn't know before. Like it seems like that's a new one that's come into my universe. Emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Is that something that's been there for years?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It separates from just book intelligence to emotional intelligence. I interpret it as how you react emotionally.
Right. So me understanding about empathy would be a form of emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's interesting that I didn't even know what emotional intelligence was for a while. Right. Pardon me?
You didn't need to. So that's the whole quantum thing. At that point in life, you didn't need to. Yeah.
You didn't need to. Oh, I will not be at the alumni game in January. No. They're really trying to, and rightfully so. A lot of younger guys now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Tom, I got a hard stop. I got to get to.
Okay.
Meeting in Salt Lake in an hour. I got to get there.
Perfect. All right. So great to see you. You're in.
Sorry, guys,
how far is the drive from Sandy to Salt Lake?
I'm going to say about 40 minutes or so.
Good deal. All right. Everybody. Again, holidays coming up. I'll be really quick here. 988 hotline. As we've learned here today, everybody make sure we're taking care of each other. I know everybody in this group is great. If somebody has an issue, reach out to anybody here. Certainly Mark and I, we're here to help. So
yeah, and have a great Thanksgiving.
That's right too. Yes. Have a great Thanksgiving. All right, brother.
Wait, we'll be on next Monday.
But Thanksgiving is Thursday.
I don't even know what day it is.
I know. Thanksgiving is this Thursday.
Is this Thursday? Yeah. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving.
That's right, everybody. Talk to you.
All right. Later.